Hello everyone, MikeMoneyGMR here, and welcome back to more 7 Days to Die. um, so, apparently, I've found a cheater's tactic. Apparently, if you leave the game, like quit out completely, whenever there's a horde of zombies on you, when you come back in, they're just gone. Like the zombie dogs that were just completely tearing me a new one are just gone. My backpack was still there and everything, like all my stuff was still in it. I mean, everything was fine. So, I can't really complain. Too bad it's almost nighttime though, because that means we're likely to die again, since we weren't able to do any exploration, unfortunately. But anyway, I was getting advice from my friend, and he said that he did some research for me while we were playing this game. So yeah, it's try and morning, of course. And he said that when you're playing on your own, the best course of action is to actually take and just get as much wood as you possibly can on the first day, and then just make it into wood frames and just build like freaking crazy using it. Like, just start building everything you possibly can around your base. And what it does is it actually helps you in the long run, because what it will do is it will free you from zombies spawning as often, because apparently one of the newest things that they did is that if you build in an area, it can somewhat lower the amount of zombies that spawn. Now, you normally would think that that doesn't make any sense, because this game was made more where the longer you stay in an area, this is what it used to be, the longer you stayed in an area, the more zombies would spawn, because obviously you're staying in one area. But apparently that ended up being disproven at some point recently. But something you might actually seriously want to do is get your door started in one thing, and then come in here and kind of, prepare this grass so that it's no longer in your house. Because apparently, grass in your house is the dumbest thing you can do. I don't have any wood frames, do I? There we go. Okay. And the more likely that your house is actually like repaired and completely finished, the likelier it is that you will survive. Is what I learned as well. So, for example, this house that we have built here right now will never prevent zombies from spawning. In fact, something I really should do is remove this grass here and put in wood flooring, which to do that, I think you can actually make wood floor. No, you can't. You can make, oh, interesting. Well, okay, let's see, that's not what I'm looking for, but it's something you can make. you can make these half blocks. See, these are more for making floors, and it wouldn't make this ground too tall either. But one thing you might be tempted to do is actually dig all this grass up and put those half blocks in, you know, so that you have that going for you. But of course, a long stretch of things, it really doesn't help you much. How's my character feeling right now? He's getting too hot. Okay, let's put this hat on. Just kind of block that out a little bit. There we go. You can always try to put these wood frames here, I guess. Even though that doesn't help us in the long stretch of things anyway, unfortunately. Now, if you're wondering, what can I do to stop hordes when they come in? Just try to ignore them. Like, don't try to bring attention to yourself at all, for the most part, if you can help it. When you're building and stuff, it does actually kind of bring a little bit of attention to yourself, so that's an unfortunate thing. And going outside at all, like opening and closing your door, also brings attention to you, unfortunately. And we know that there's zombies nearby as well, which kind of sucks. So we might be screwed, I don't know. But one thing that we really desperately need to do is eventually we need to build these, put a window, huh. That's interesting. I did not know you could just make windows out of just plain wood. I thought you need glass. That's cool. Ah, frick. I forgot to look up how to make sure you actually guarantee bones from zombies. I guess I can talk. Oh, this is something cool that you can make. Reinforced drawbridge. It's old-fashioned, but with everything that's happened, you might just need a little old-fashioned. This is something that can be a good idea to make whenever you eventually can get a chance to make one. Unfortunately, we'll never see forged iron right away because to make a forge you need clay, and for some reason we can't find clay to save our life. So, and also it's day 3. I just realized that we are totally screwed if we don't, you know, manage to make something eventually. You know, like if we don't get this base like completely protected, we're gonna die on the day 7 like 6 times, like I did in my last episode of day 7, if you guys remember. Because remember, I didn't know all these tips and tricks that I do now. So day 7 rolled around and I just had like a bow, literally. Speaking of, can we make another bow? No, we can't because we don't have any wood. Because we have better weapon skill, don't we? No, we don't. We need to actually put more points into that after we get to level 5. What level is my character right now? Level 4? Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, I don't know what to do while we wait. I mean, I guess we can try digging in our house a little bit. I don't know what good that would actually do us. But I mean, I'm just sitting here bored. I mean, we desperately need wood, so I mean... Oh! One of the scariest things that have started spawning is snakes. And I say that they're scary because they don't usually have a, like, they don't have a system for, like, letting you know that they're there until they attack you in some cases. You just have to, like, get lucky and find them. Okay, I'm only getting lead from this? What the shit? That doesn't usually happen. Okay, oh, no, I can't even repair this. I'm gonna have to... I guess I can. Sweet. Because all it takes is a rock to repair it, doesn't it? Right? Here, let me check that. Yeah, it just takes a small stone each time to repair it. Well, that's good. Now hopefully it's bright enough for you. I had to turn, I think I told you this, but I started actually turning up the, like gamma and all that, which is the game's version of brightness. A lot of players say that's actually required, because not only is it like almost impossible to find, you know, torch supplies. Torches actually bring zombies to you. So, it's actually smarter for you in the long stretch of things just to put your brightness up a little bit more so that you can actually see. But like kind of make it where like it's difficult to see, I guess, so to speak, you know? Like right now, it's pretty dark. Like I would barely be able to tell if there's a zombie there until I'm right on top of it. And so that's what I think is best. Now, on the 7th night, I'll just be honest with you, just turn your brightness all the way up. I mean, there's really no reason not to. I mean, they already know where you are anyway, so unless you have some kind of like flashlight that's on like a end of a weapon or something, there's really no reason for you to, you know, not have your brightness all the way up, because you won't be able to see them otherwise, you know, and so you're just gonna die if you don't, you know. I guess we can always include that rock in our base as well. You know, I started digging a hole outside of my house to, you know, protect the base. And that will work. I mean, if we absolutely have to during the 7th night, we can just rely on traps, you know. I mean, one cool thing that people have said is like, if you haven't been able to explore until the 7th night, like if you've been stuck in your house because of, say, hordes of zombies randomly coming by or whatever, go right ahead and just, you know, go nuts and, these stupid fucking plant fibers. They get in the way of you actually repairing your frames. Unless you're like standing like directly in front of them, you know? And even then it sometimes gets a little mad. It still counts as if you're trying to fucking hit the you know, one thing. There we go. Alright, perfect. Yeah, this is the hole I started digging. The problem with this is that, honestly, you can tell that your shovels are total shit unless you manage to find a really good one off the bat, and chances are you're not. The place that we need to actually find ourselves is a hardware store, because then we can start finding, well, if our scavenging skill is high enough, which means we want to make sure we search everything on the way there. So we want to start finding like iron tools, such as like, you know, an iron shovel or a iron pickaxe, of course. And the only way you can find them is if you manage to, you know, take and get your scavenging to at least, I would say, like a I don't know. Like I lost my train of thought. Like, what is my scavenging right now? We can not check that way. We can check carefully, real fast, just to see. It's level 5. Plus 9. So yeah, we have like a. I guess if that's percentage-wise, we have a 9% chance of actually finding something good. What the hell is that doing there? Anyway, let's go back inside. We should be able to repair this door. There we go. Another thing they say to do is to actually repair, like upgrade your house, or your base in this case, to the highest level that you can, upgrade it to. And the reason why that's a good idea is because it will actually take and discourage, enemies from coming. When I told Try and Morning though that I had started building a base from scratch, he was like, "Why? Can't you just find one of the houses?" And I was like, "Well, I did, but for some reason zombies spawned inside of it. Like even as like I was trying to, build stuff and all that." And he was like, "Wait, what? They just spawned in there like out of nothing? They just just boom, just spawned?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I don't know why. They just did." And he was like, "Huh. Well, I guess that's problem, isn't it?" You know what? Okay, I'm gonna do something really stupid, I'm sure. I'm just gonna put this torch right there. Right here. There. This actually is a stupid idea because torches actually bring in zombies, but I'm wondering if at the same time having a torch in your house, if that actually kind of helps a little bit as well, because it will take and have a little bit of light to kind of discourage spawning just a tiny bit more. Let's go ahead and make a new stone axe and get rid of our old one. Yep, level 50 for our troubles, so not a bad call. Now, I will say this. The reason why having torches and stuff out in the open like this is not a good idea, or light sources in any stretch of the imagination, has mostly to do with the fact that you are very likely to get murdered if you do that, because obviously you are bringing attention to yourself, like I said before, 3 minutes for fire, that's perfect. Okay. No, it won't let you click it in there. You have to put it in like so. Okay, and we don't have any meat on us, do we? No, we don't. Well, yeah, let's go ahead and just eat these, even though they're borderline inedible. Wow, where did I get all this water from? Oh yeah, I got it from when I was, using my cooking pot and cooking grill at that one house. That's right. Unfortunately, we don't have anything to cook because we got rid of it mostly. Oh yeah, this is something that someone told is a good idea to make. Of course, you have to be able to have access to eggs at all times, and there's no way to really farm those. Farming potatoes is a really good idea, though. Great for couch potatoes, too. Thank you for bringing our attention to us poor folks that are always on the couch. Or, in this case, in a computer chair. See, this would be easy to make. Okay, we only have like an hour until it should be daytime, I think, so we'll be safe after that. Of course, we're almost out of time, too, and I just wasted your time just talking about the game. So I'm going to go ahead and call this episode short here, just so that I don't feel like I wasted your time too much. Hope you guys enjoyed this. I know it's more of an informative episode, but I wanted to go over some stuff that I learned from the last episode. So, yeah, I'll be right back. Till then, everyone. Bye.